One.
Good evening or afternoon for us here on the West Coast.
Yeah, starting the evening.
West Side. I just wanted to say that one time. Just wanted to say that one time. I've been in the park all day for the last 2 days. So yeah.
I don't know, man. I've been getting my squall on this morning, so I had to get a little singing in. After I saw Deborah.
You sure about that? 6'9"? 6'9", 6'9", 6'9". You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? Get your squall on.
Yeah, I took the TI approach, and I got on a commercial.
Hey,
and
man.
I was like, boom, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that you've all been, you got a little break from us. We're back. Welcome back to Breaking the Stigma. This is episode
5.
5, 4,
yeah,
6.
Don't ask me because I have no idea, bro.
It's
72, something like that.
For Riff. It's for Riff. The combination of 4 and 5 is for Riff.
For Riff?
For Riff. Yeah. For Riff.
So
Dre straight up tripping.
As you guys can see on the screen, I'm Dex. Wait, Dash Dre.
Word.
And
this guy.
That's,
that guy.
Yeah.
I call him Trick.
And before y'all ask, yes, down there is in Canada, so he can do what the fuck he wants to do.
I call him Trick. He corrects me every time I say it's not Trick, it's Trike. Alright?
Yes.
Alright, Matt?
Here we go.
That's because that's Matt's stage name. He makes music and does a lot of other things.
Yeah, see, even Brian.
And B. Jones said this is our 4th show.
No, he said for Riff. You got the eye there for Riff. For Riff.
So we may mix topics from the.
Yeah, Brian knows our show better than we do.
Absolutely. Yep, he follows. So we're gonna go with for Riff. So.
Well, thanks, B. Jones. I was handed a note just a second ago. I need to remind everyone that Facebook is indeed having capacity issues. Servers.
It always is.
The corona.
That damn Rona.
So, if you lose a stream on Facebook, you can find us on YouTube, Strictly Prohibited Network, Mad Mike's YouTube channel, Mad Mike Sports, and my Twitch channel, Atlanta Dex.
Oh, we on Twitch too? Shoot, we need to get money like we need to get money like
come on, bro.
We need to get money like Ninja. Then if we on Twitch, that man make $350K on a lazy day.
Ooh, that sounds really enticing.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't mind making $350,000 just by streaming video games and playing with celebrities. Maybe one day
we can do that.
There's a streamer that I watch on a regular basis that as soon as he goes live, he starts getting $100 donations. I'm like, what?
And my son, he's like, Dad, can I donate this? I'm like, how can you the fuck not? I tell you tell him to donate to me, give me some of that money that he got. Shit.
Hey,
really?
I'm just having all types of issues right now, man.
Chris Crash.
Stop, drop, and roll, Mike.
We see you.
What up? What up? Everybody checking in. What's good?
Maggie said, "Let her."
Whatever Dre is on, I need some of that. I need some of that because he's super happy today.
This is what happens. See, this
Dre
is what happens.
is on sleep.
But this is what happens when you get the notification 10 minutes before your nap. When you're napping, you get 10 minutes. And you're like, hey, man, you doing Breaking the Stigma tonight? And I was like, we're doing it tonight? So
yeah, I totally forgot. I honestly totally forgot.
I'm just letting y'all know this is the disclaimer before my brother starts the show. Whatever comes out my mouth, I'm not responsible because I'm still kind of sleepy. So whatever comes out my mouth,
does that make me responsible?
Just drinking it from the record. After we're finished, this is the disclaimer right now. So if whatever I say,
I can't afford to be responsible for you.
Hey man, you got to, man. You got the key to my place. So if something happens, you can always come check on me.
I got a partner in crime. I'll hit her up. She'll get everything under control.
We'll see, man. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm just letting you know before we start.
We're gonna throw some of that in there, and then we're gonna jump into episode 5.
Word.
Well,
But yeah. Whenever y'all ready to jump on this, it's going to be a very interesting night. So I'm just ready. I'm ready for the malarkey. That's all I'm saying. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Ready for the malarkey, huh?
Ready for the malarkey, man.
Well,
I might start singing. Oh
No.
We want to gain an audience, not lose the audience.
Hey man, I've been squalling all. I've been squalling all morning, man. So I've been thinking, man. Deborah Coxon to me inspired me to sing today. So I
no, they didn't. Don't put that on them. No, we don't. Don't
Mike. First of all, you don't even know, Mike. First of all, Mike, you don't even know me because you called me 6'9", so that really hurt my feelings. So I'm not even talking to you right now. I'm not even talking to you right now. We're not seeing eye to eye here right now because you called me 6'9". You and Kim and Maggie.
Walks like a duck, talks like a duck, must be a duck. All right. Oh man, look, man.
Right. First topic. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Sorry.
Are we taking our responsibilities as serious as our relationships?
All right, let me get serious.
What you got?
Well,
anybody can answer. I gotta get myself together on that one because.
Yeah.
Taking our responsibilities as seriously as our relationships.
Man, look, I'm tell you like this. I'm gonna be very tactful about this. You better take responsibility as a serious relationship, or you ain't gonna have no relationship. So I'm gonna say about that.
Aren't they kind of one and the same?
Well,
if you want a relationship, you got to be responsible.
You really gotta be responsible. You really do, because in a relationship, it's 50-50. It's no 100-0. Whoever says that 100-0 is bullshit, man or woman. It's 50-50. So if you got to be responsible, you got to be responsible. You got to be responsible for your half and make sure that your significant other. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, me and Mike and Matt. You have a certain balance, and you also have to do your part in a relationship as a man, the provider, protector, whatever, something else. I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me. But your job is to be the protector and the provider for your significant other. Or if you got, she got children, if you got kids, you have to be responsible for that too. You better take it serious, or it ain't gonna be no relationship, honestly. Because ain't no woman gonna want to half-step a man. You got to be all in it or not in it at all. So, but you always got to be.
Gotcha.
You gotta have. Me personally, I go above the 50. If it was me, if I was in a relationship, I always go above the 50. But
it should be 100. You should both be 100% invested and 100% ready to work towards this.
Yeah, you can, but like I said, some people don't do that. They're more like, "What have you done for me lately? Or what can I get out of it?" So you don't worry about responsibility. You worry more about gratification.
I'll say this, and this probably rub a lot of people the wrong way, but
there he goes. Drake,
because I know this might get me in. I know this is going to get me in trouble. For
I'm about to hand the belt. I'm about to hand the belt right back to you. So go ahead if you're ready. I'm about to hand it right back to you.
Hey man,
you go get it out the closet.
It's in there somewhere. I got it back there. I'm gonna go ahead and send it to him.
I got mine. It's right there in the closet. Go get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Mike. So go ahead and hand this belt back to you, bro.
Look, this is. Oh my god, this damn fool actually went and got it too. Ain't this crap? Oh
you
my
god,
you
brought it on yourself. So I mean, there it is.
Can I just look? I'll say this. All right, I'm going to say this. All right. I've always. I do one thing. I do it at one speed until I realize that, either my heart isn't in it or your heart isn't in it. And this asshole come in at the right time too. You just come in with the, where's my damn drink? Where the fuck? Where's my damn drink? All right.
We supposed to be serious right now. We over here laughing like we're sitting in the field.
Hey man, look.
Go ahead, man.
Hey man, I like I said, I always go in 100%, 110%. I don't. When I love hard, I love hard, and that's just it. Until I feel that you're not taking me seriously for any reason, that's when I go down to 50. That's when I go down to 10%. Because what I won't do, I'm not giving no motherfucker the best of me. All right. And that's at this point, I think, to be honest, I think that's the way anyone should be. And everyone should be. Go in.
I've been doing it wrong for 39 years. Then if I did 50, everybody talking about it. I've been doing it wrong. Then shit.
Look, I adjust with what you give me. You give me 100, I'm gonna give you 100. If you give me 50, I'm gonna give your ass 10. Don't give me 50. Cause I don't fuck around. I don't do a lot of fucking around. Dre, Matt, Dex, we're around the same age, and like I said, once you get older, dog, like that fuck it level just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I ain't got time to fuck around. You give me 100, I'm gonna give you 100. You give me 10, I'm gonna give your ass minus 10. I'm gonna be a complete motherfucking asshole to you, whoever you are.
You know what? I'm glad you
minus 10. I go lower. I'll go lower than yours. Okay. I don't do a lot of bullshitting around, and that's the way I think, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why Mike is the asshole of the group. I'm gonna send you the belt. I'm gonna send you the belt. I'm trying. See, this is why I said that Mike is more of an asshole to me, because at least I have a heart somewhere. This motherfucker.
I didn't say I didn't have.
Liar.
I'm just so misunderstood, man.
You know what? Hey, man, you smell that? Hey, wait, hold on. Y'all smell that? You smell that? Smell like smoke, because somebody's pants on fire from all that lying.
Did this fool?
Oh man!
Liar, pants on fire.
Matt, you got this, or you want me to? Oh, you already did yours. So it's my turn.
Go ahead, bro.
It has to be 100. You can't have stuff. You got to go. If you're not giving your all, that's an affair. Like, period. So when it comes to taking your responsibilities, you got to also remember that whatever you do, you're setting an example for others. Also, when you're in a relationship, you don't just represent you anymore. So I go out, I start acting an ass, I start cutting a fool up in Walmart, trying to chase. Let me do this one for Mike. Let me chase the girls with the little booties up in here in Arizona for you know what I'm saying? That is a reflection on Kim as well, because she's my other half. So I have to take my responsibility serious, because whatever I'm not doing, that reflects on both of us. Period.
True.
If I'm half being a parent, well, for one, that means I'm being a shitty ass dude. Second, I'm being a shitty ass spouse. But them two smart ass kids I got, they as bad as my dogs. They know who to play and when to play. They can be like, oh, word. I'm gonna catch Pop on a good day and get whatever the fuck I want. Nah,
you better than me.
Got to take it serious.
Word. Well, I guess I've been doing it wrong, because I've been doing it 50 all these years. Maybe that's why.
Well, I ain't that's because the old heads, they always said 50-50, as in one whole. I'm half and you half.
Yeah.
What we saying is we're saying the same thing. We just saying you're supposed to give you everything. If you ain't giving you everything, you giving nothing. If you ain't first, you're last.
But sometimes you can't do it. I mean, this is just me speaking from experience. You can't give it all at once, because you never know what that.
That's what I'm talking about, Dre. That's exactly why I say what I said.
You never know what that person's intentions is, because there's people out there that will use you. They will use you and abuse you and throw you to the side, and that's how you get how I was before I started getting therapy and stuff like that. That's how I was. I'm like, oh, you gonna use me like that? Okay, so the next person that came along, I projected that all on them, even though they didn't do anything. I projected that all on them because of what happened in my past. I couldn't let go of the past trauma, so
it was part of the problem.
It was responsible for me. I had to be responsible for myself, to take care of myself first before I even try to get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to change a lot of things about me, because when the next one comes along, I don't want to keep projecting that trauma on her, because then she'll be like, "What the fuck? I ain't doing anything." You know how I go.
Look at Dre and the growth up in this bitch.
Here you go.
and damn right, Phil. Ricky Boo be up in this thing.
Yeah, man. So if you're not first, you're last. That's why you wake up and piss excellence.
I ain't never pissed excellence in my life. I'm a complete.
I pissed blood a few times, but never excellence.
Asshole, you're a complete asshole, man.
I don't know what pissing excellent means.
Because you wake up and you already ready to start some shit, man. Asshole 101, 100, 0 to 100.
Hey, man, you get them before they get you. How Pac said, bomb first. That's the way I do it.
See? It works for some people, but then, like I said, sometimes you got to switch it up a little bit, Got to throw a curveball every now and then. So,
speaking of curveballs, are any of y'all willing to become your own audience when you offer advice to others?
That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing for me.
What you preach.
That's the hardest thing for me, because I can give advice all day, but
I don't. I never give advice I don't follow.
Yeah,
I never give advice I don't follow. Hell no.
I hear some yeses, some no's.
Hell no.
Nah, I have a really big problem with that, because I can tell you all day what to do, but then I'll be like talking to me. I'll be like, why am I telling somebody what to do? And I ain't, it's like the old saying in the military: "Do as I say, not as I do."
Guilty.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I've been down that path several times, and when somebody asks me something, and I tell them, how I feel about it, but at the same time, if I'm in that same scenario, I'm like, I'm going to do something totally different, and it never works. So,
right. Well,
I don't. I never do that. Yeah, I never tell people something that I don't follow. Like I said, if I'm one that if you give me 100, I'm gonna give you 100. But anything less than that, I feel like you're not really in a friendship, relationship, or whatever. For me, I'm just gonna be honest. I got trust issues, major trust issues, and if I feel like I can't trust you in any, if I feel less than, your ass is in for it, boy. Your ass is in for it. Period.
Yeah, that's a big thing with me, because I still do a little bit, but I'm working on that. But I know when I was, I had serious trust issues, and plus I'm an overthinker too, so that doesn't help either. So if somebody's not moving according to plan, or somebody's moving different than what I feel, or if I feel some kind of frequency with them, then I start to think, what's their intention? You know what I'm saying? They're saying all the right things, they're doing all the right things, they're giving you advice, they're trying to elevate you to be better, but then at the same time, they're moving totally different from what they're telling you. So you kind of give them a slight side eye, or you got to hold pause a little bit, because like I said, where we're at now at our age, the dating pool is pretty shallow right now. So
I can find me I can find anybody. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, you can find somebody, but like I said, what are their intentions? Are they making you better? Are you?
I don't give a damn about what their intentions. Like I said, we care about how much you giving me. You give me, I give you that. What the fuck you worrying about intentions?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why he's the asshole champion of the world. Give him the belt. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, man.
no, I mean, but seriously though, it's like
let me clear this up. Look. I think this is the issue. We go in with an idea of what we want.
Right.
When you go in with the idea of someone giving you 100%, that's what you're going to expect, and no one can live up to that 100%. So why I say that is, if you give me whatever you give me, I'm going to match that. If I feel as though that you're lacking in any area, or just let's say I'm not getting a certain amount of conversation. Everybody needs conversation area. Like, if you're not giving me the conversation I need, guess what? I'm not gonna say shit to you. You won't say shit to me. I won't say shit to you. We can just do fucking sign language and just start fucking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what this means. Everybody know what this means. Everybody know what that means. All right, we can do sign language, all that shit. Like, it really comes down to whatever that person is giving you. That person's giving you 80%. Guess what? You give them 80%. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we get. I think that's where we mess ourselves up when we go in expecting a certain amount of what a certain amount of number. That's just use numbers for sake. Yeah. If you're expecting 100, right, guess what? I think you already lost if you're expecting 100. That's just the way I feel.
Yeah, that's true. And then, like I said, you have to have that, and then also you gotta sometimes look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I expect. But then also you have to go in with the expectation that not to expect anything.
Yeah, because your ass may not be giving. You may think you're giving 100, but your ass ain't giving 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it really depends on. You got to just learn how to adjust, and I think that's the biggest issue that we all have. That we think that we're giving 100%, but shit, I know my ass may not be doing. Because like y'all said, I wake up on fuck it sometime. You know what I'm saying?
It happens. But going back to what Dex was talking, the subject at hand, I think sometimes we do have to take our own advice sometimes, because we could be our harshest critic. Especially me. I'm more hard on myself than anybody. So I mean, sometimes I have to sit back and be like, okay, let me kind of reset myself and try a different approach. You know what I'm saying? I can't always go in. I can't be like a bull in the china shop sometimes. Sometimes I got to be the ballerina in the china shop and do things delicately. I can't just go in there breaking shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes you do have to practice what you preach. And I'm working on that, because I'm very guilty of not doing that, because I can give people advice all day, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm just like, nah, bro.
I'm like, nah. I say, you can do it. You cool. You can do it. But me personally, this is how I would do it. But you got to do it, especially at our age where, we're kind of at that point. We're kind of like at that crossroad where you have to really start reevaluating things. I mean, I should have started a couple years earlier, but, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With me, I was along the military mindset as well. Do as I tell you, not as I do. But things changed when I acquired a family. Like, that's good term for it. Yeah. Now I have to learn how to take my own advice, because I can't just be like, do that, because that oldest man, why? Bitch, because I said.
Can't be doing that, man.
That sounds like me. That sounds like hell yeah.
That's why you got.
Shit,
that's why you
sense is one.
That's why you got.
But after hearing why enough, you starting like,
yeah.
Why did I tell her to say that?
Yeah. It's a whole different.
Because if they see me do it enough, as Kim likes to say, they're turning into me. So I just literally sit back and watch them do things that I would do on autopilot from them watching me. So it's like,
you really got, especially with you having a family, you really have to redo a lot of rewiring, because me and you.
Boy,
we had to, us definitely. We definitely got to take our own advice if we ever get to that point, because some of the stuff you do, some of the stuff we did now, like when we have a family, really got to change it because I'm just like you. I say something out the mouth and I'll be like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So
even with the dog, sometimes I'll be like,
yeah, you really gotta readjust your whole calibrate. You gotta really recalibrate your whole way of thinking when you acquire other people.
Yeah, a family has a way of taking a sledgehammer, everything you ever know, and just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's always, and the one thing about it is, it's always a learning experience because, it's you got what, 4 different personalities? Well, no, count the dogs. You got 6 different personalities in the house. So you really gotta, yeah. So
I got
if I
12 on my own. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Well, I can't disagree there.
well, if I ever get to that point, I really got to recalibrate my way of thinking because I know me, I'm gonna be like, do I really want to say this or should I just
and
let
there's
it go?
times where like it come out my mouth and I just be like,
Right, and you just be like, you want to grab it but you can't because it's already in the universe. So you just be
so
like,
so what I do is on the outside I'll own it, but on the inside I'll be like,
you gotta give that poker face.
fuck
You gotta
did
be
I
like,
just say that?
you gotta give me that poker face. You gotta be like,
Sometimes most times I don't even
Kim tell
care
you,
what I
you see
say.
my poker face a lot. Like, what's wrong with you?
right.
Nothing.
You gotta have a poker face, man, because you can't never let them see you sweat sometimes. But sometimes it happens.
I don't have a poker face. I just don't.
You're just an asshole, so you don't need a
It's-
poker face.
See, with me, it's I'm still stuck in the military. It's just
Let me
whatever
read
decisions
my-
I make, I just learn to stand with them. Even if I'm dead wrong, it's just like,
Give him that 1,000-yard stare, man. That's what I do. I give him that 1,000-yard stare. Like I focus on something, and while they're talking, I just focus.
yep. I'll be like,
Exactly.
like
But
Kim will tell you, there be times where I be dead wrong, and she telling I'm dead wrong, but I have to ride with the decision I made because it's like,
you know how us men are. We will die on the hill. If we think we're right and we're wrong, we will die on that hill. Yes, we will. We will die on that hill. Trust me.
hell yeah.
I've died on plenty of hills, so trust me, I know how it is. I've died on plenty of hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Cook? We see you. Man. So we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
We're gonna zip through this and move on to the next one. So Matt, this was one you told me that I needed to slide into a show. So
It's probably the biggest stressor on a
I don't
relationship.
like that. You on your own.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest stressor on a relationship, man. You know, it's probably the biggest thing people are going to disagree about. What to do with the finances? Whose money goes where? Who's making the most money? That usually dictates. And most people think I make the most money, so I should dictate how the finances go.
Speaking of which, that's the next topic is dealing with stresses in a relationship, in a marriage. So we can just tie these together.
True. Everybody thinks that infidelity is the biggest reason that people divorce. No,
finances.
It's finances. Because trust me, I've seen people take people back when they step outside their marriage or relationship. But if you're financially irresponsible, oh no, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
That is a whole different ballgame. Because trust me, Dex will tell you, when I was in the military, when you come back from that deployment, think you got $22,000 and you only got $2,000 in your account. Oh yeah, we're gonna roll for real. So, but that's one of my pet peeves in anything. Like, I will ask for potential. Like, if I have a potential that I'm talking to, that's the first thing I ask. How's your credit? How are you with money? Or do you spend it a lot? Do you save? Do you have some kind of plan, a rainy day fund? I ask these questions, and most women, they don't want to answer. So that lets me further know that they're not ready to step into that. So if you're out there being financially irresponsible, you have no room in my life. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you mess with go out here and spend all this money, if you come back with all these bags, the locks might be changed on the door. So I mean,
we know.
Because trust me, I'm gonna tell you right now, because I am, for the record, I'm El Cheapo McClindo. Yeah. It's not a secret.
And by the way, me and my family stayed with Dre for about a week, and that's how he introduced himself to my kids. I am Cheapo McClindo, your uncle.
McClindo. Yeah, I'm El Cheapo McClindo. Yep. My whole y'all see my pantry. If y'all ever come over or whatever, y'all Dexter knows my whole pantry full of great value.
We made it work.
He is so not lying. He's so not kidding. He's telling the absolute truth.
We have pictures, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
But yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. I can't stand a woman who's financially irresponsible and doesn't want to grow as far as money wise. If she just gets her check and spend, we're not going to be together long. Because eventually you're gonna start dipping into my pot, and then we're gonna have a problem.
Matt, what are your thoughts? Because I really want to know this because
yeah, I kind of want to know about this evil chuckle that Matt's got on too.
Yeah, me too. I want to hear what he got to say about this one. So
basically, I've been through every kind of financial ruin in relationships. I've been in relationships where, we've been making lots of money and then someone goes and spends it all, and all of a sudden we got no money, and I've had to live through that. I've come into relationships where that person has, horrible credit and nothing, and I've had to teach people how to be financially responsible again and how to learn how to deal with money. It really comes down to, when you get into the relationship, the person you're with, you're gonna figure out, is it worth the struggle to work with them to have a good financial situation. If they have a bad one, if they have a good one and you have a bad one, you have to hopefully convince them that you're worth that effort.
Yeah,
right.
You definitely got to. You definitely got to, because I mean, you got to put money away for a rainy. You got to have a rainy day, because you never know what happens. Car might get broke. The car might break down. You might have to, kick a little money for emergency funds. Something might happen. You lose your job, something like that.
Coronavirus.
Yeah. Coronavirus. You see what's happening now. You see what's happening now. A lot of people are losing their jobs, and they're filing for unemployment. Don't get me wrong. If you need it, go for it. But I mean, that's why whenever I get paid, my dad tells me all the time, whenever you get paid, the first person you pay is yourself. You pay yourself first. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I've been doing. Every time I get paid, I always kick a little money into my rainy day fund, just in case if, I wake up and Intel say, hey, we're cutting you loose. I have, I have a little money to hold me over until I look for the next job or the next whatever. So, these people out here talking about, oh, you can't take your money with you. You got to spend it all. Nah, that's not true. Then what about your kids? You got to leave something for your children if you have children. You know what I'm saying? So this is, people kind of crack on me for being cheap, and that's cool. I wear it like a badge of honor, but this is the stuff I think about.
Right.
Yeah. Me personally, I don't. When it comes, I've been in a number of situations. Like I come from nothing. I really didn't have a lot growing up, and I know how to operate in that type of environment. So for someone who chooses to be with me, they have to have that same mentality, as far as not having things and how to act and behave in those type of situations. So me personally, I always have to go, and this might sound kind of weird, but I always go for women who know how to struggle and are comfortable in struggle. Why? Is because you can have a woman that she's always been handed pretty much everything, and when things start to go down, she does not know how to behave in that environment. If she doesn't know how to behave in that environment, right, you're gonna clash, and you're gonna clash hard. All right. I mean, you're not gonna have any sex. She might be trying to get some sex with somebody else. All right. I can almost promise you that'll happen, especially if she don't know how to struggle and your ass is broke. You ain't got nothing. You can't give her a damn that Chipotle meal or that Applebee's meal. You giving her ass McDonald's and shit like that. Trust me, she gonna be fucking, or she gonna have what you call them? Sugar daddies. She gonna have one on the side. She's gonna have one on the side. All right, she ain't gonna tell you. You may not. Trust me, it's gonna happen.
You just gonna roll up one day. You gonna roll up one day. She gonna come in the house with a Michael Kors purse. You be like,
Hey, y'all remember that scene? Y'all remember that scene from Guilty Conscience with Eminem and Dr. Dre?
yeah,
That's what it's gonna be like. That's what you're gonna be dealing with. So, me personally, I always go after women who know how to struggle. Why? Is because in those desperate times of need, just like right now, you're gonna have those guys. You're gonna be either rock or you're gonna be a feather. Rock sinks, feathers on the top.
You gotta sink or swim.
It's on the top. You're gonna sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes down to it, man. Me personally, I gotta have. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole, and sometimes I just
finally admitted it. He finally admitted it. I told you, he finally admitted it.
It only took 45, 50 minutes.
Thank you. Hey, look, hey, Dex, we can just wrap the show up now. We're done. That's all. We're done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. That's a wrap. Good night.
That's it. Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Yo,
hey, man.
play the outro music.
That's it.
I have a hard time. I have a hard time keeping my thoughts in, and when I'm angry is when I'm at my absolute worst. So, for the most part, those situations make me.
I think all four of us pretty much says how we feel when we're mad. So even when we're not mad, we say how we feel. But when we're mad, it's like magnified. It's like,
whoo, boy. Oh my gosh.
Right, you know what I'm saying. But so what I kind of agree with you, Mike. But I also want to kind of add a few things to what you said. Yes, I would love a woman who knows how to struggle, but at the same time, I don't want you struggling so much that you're dependent on me to pick you up too. I want a woman that if she's struggling, she knows how to move to get herself back on her feet. Don't get me wrong. I will help you. I will help you when the time comes, but don't depend on me. Don't lean on me so much that if we break up, now you don't have anything because I can't give you that support. I'd rather for you to have that mentality, be like, you know what, I can go get it if I need it, and I got him as a. It's more like you want me to be supplementary, not the whole thing, just like a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mike, I'm about to take the belt back from you. Just want you to know.
What Dex about to say? What Dex about to say now? I'm about to let me make sure I'm listening. Let me make sure I'm listening.
First off, when it comes to finances and relationships and marriages and stress and all that shit, yes. Money is the number one stressor, number one reason why people divorce, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
I'm going to add on to what Dre said.
Mm-hmm.
I actually prefer to get my woman while I'm down on my luck, while I'm growing, not when I'm at the top.
Already at the top.
Because when I'm already up there,
some
of them days I'm going to be like, okay, you coming home with all these bags. Do you just want me for the money or what?
It's like I said earlier, Dex. You got to know what a person's intention is when you're engaged in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people out there. They may act like they love you, but it's more of the want and what you can do for them.
And
so
the next thing that makes me say is, you can't. Now you're looking at me. You lean at me. Okay, like us, we got this network. We're growing. When we get big, I don't want you looking at me like, he got all that money.
I see a Bentley in my future. You know what I'm saying?
No. Don't look at me as a dollar sign because what in the fuck were you doing before me?
How
was you paying bills? How was you feeding your kids?
What they say?
How was you getting back and forth to work? How was you putting clothes on your ass? How was you washing your ass? It wasn't me. So now you got with me. You can't do shit.
What's the saying? What's the saying go? Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Oh my God, Dre is on the song today, man.
That's my favorite saying, man. Whenever somebody says something, that's my saying. So I mean, but I kind of feel what Dex is saying, man. You got to have a woman that, like I said, it all goes back to what I said earlier. You gotta know somebody's intention from jump. You really do. Right. Like this is why you have to ask these questions.
At the same time, I don't want someone so used to struggle to where
you don't want nobody
you give her some nice things and she don't know what the fuck's going on. She just
that is my number one pet peeve. Like right, like or they'll look at you crazy. Like it all goes back to what I was saying, and plus to add on to that, it all goes with the trauma that that we talked about as well, that a person experienced before they met me or you or Mike or Matt, and they still hold on to that past trauma. So we do something nice for them, and they come out with this whole backstory. I'm like, are you gonna take these Takis or not? You know what I'm saying? Take the Takis. Come on, like I'm trying
to spicy grill them in fuegos.
Right, like I'm trying to do something nice for you because I'm trying to show my gratitude for you being in my life and you're giving me all this. Because for me personally, I just take the shit back and be like, you know what? Here, take these beanie wings and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know the person's intention with you and who you're with, and then you also gotta have that mentality that not everybody's out to get you either. Because I had that. Trust me, I had that. I had it where I thought every woman was out to get me because I had a nice paying job and I was handling my business. I thought every woman was like that. It really had to break my cycle to do that because that's how I pushed women away when I was in a relationship. When I was trying to get in a relationship because I had my hangups and I was like, when a woman, like I said, if she moves differently from what I was doing, me, I'm over. I'm be like, what's she's doing? Like, what's up? So
right. So, Maggie asked, would any of us live with a woman that's more financially stable than us?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Shit. Hell yeah.
Maggie, to answer your question, I think it's unanimous. That's a yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah. You fucking crazy? I can sit on my ass and watch fucking football all day, okay? Hell yeah. Shit.
Personally, I would love to. If a woman's more financially stable than me, I would love that. But at the same time, I gotta find a hustle because I can't sit on my ass because I'll go crazy.
Right, right, man.
I gotta do like a side hustle or clean the house, cook or something. Right. I can't just be sitting on my ass. I ain't gonna be the unemployed boyfriend that takes your car and I ain't gonna do that. Nah, I gotta find a side hustle or something. So.
Yeah, see, for me, I always have an income to the day I die.
Yeah,
because I broke my back for Uncle Sam. Thank fucking assholes. But when it comes to if a woman's more financially stable to me, that doesn't bother me because when it comes to a relationship, I'm not gonna have pride of where the money came from as long as the bills is getting paid, mouths are being fed, and we happy.
But that's what I said.
I'm 1,000 there. I don't give a shit.
It's what you said, Dex. Is what you said. As long as everything's happy, because there are some women out there, that will use that and hold it over your head that they're making more than you.
Oh, don't worry. I'd be like a lot of these women out here and have a separate account she don't know about, and I'm just putting 5, 10, 15, 20 here, there, and there, and there. Hell no. You can think you're doing something, but no, bro. Honestly, man, honestly, Dre, like I think that's an issue not only women have, but men have that issue as well. When you have the woman making so much money and she feels as though that she's the alpha because she is making the most money. And what it all comes down to, I have a certain a certain amount of humility and kind of check your ego. A certain amount of ego, check your ego and whatnot, man. But it really is that, man. It really is a lot. It's a lot of men out there who don't know how to check their ego, because they a lot of women don't know how to check their ego in those situations. So it really comes down to,
it's like you said,
egos, man. Egos can really destroy a relationship, man.
It's like you said. It's like this. They button all the time. Especially like I said, and there is such thing as financial abuse as well. We talk about the physical and mental and sexual abuse. Financial abuse is a real thing too. I've seen, Dex, I mean, you can vouch for me too, being in the military. I've seen wives and husbands come up to the ship and they demand to see their spouse's paycheck, or like seeing how much they're getting paid, or I had a homegirl, which I thought was really stupid. Every time she get paid, she just sent the direct deposit to her husband's account. And I'm like, you're not even going to save $10, $20 for yourself? She's like, no, he pays all the bills, and I trust him with my money. And I was like, well, what does he do? Nothing. What? Come on now, like, right? It's
scars I try to leave scabbed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with her. She was sober when she did that.
She was sober, but she was young too. So
yeah.
Okay.
Young and stupid.
Me being a supervisor, I try to give her help, but
you try to give them guidance, but you also try to keep your hand out of it.
Right, because being a supervisor, you gotta look out for your people. But you know how the saying goes: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
All right. Well, finances in my house. We've learned how to adapt to any situation, especially recently moving. Man, playing them games. But we different from other people. Yeah. Ordinarily, people run into a roadblock, a speed bump, something, and panic. Like, oh my God, what do we do? You ain't save nothing?
Hey, man, I ran into trees, roadblocks.
Yeah. I'm saying you always have to pay yourself, because you never know. You never know. Even when you're married and everything's good, life will throw you serious curveballs. So you always got to be prepared. Always.
And I'm gonna tell you how my house operates. Everybody been flipping out about coronavirus or COVID-19 or
I have no idea.
There's something going on.
Was it novel corona 2? No, SARS-CoV-2. That's the actual technical name. Don't ask. I'll explain to you later.
This is what happens when you have too much time on your hands. You look up shit like this. I was just calling it. You know how black folks are. We always give nicknames to shit. So I call it the Rona. That's what I call it. I call it the Rona. It's Corona in my house. I call it the Rona. I don't call it SARS, COVID. The fucking
Rona. With the Rona is you've seen everybody flip out. You know what I'm saying? Buying up all toilet paper, buying up all the waters and everything.
Yeah.
Not us. I'm sitting. We walked in Walmart and I'm like, military taught me too well, because
man,
I can make up some shit and be a dictator, and y'all motherfuckers lost it.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, like I said, I'm with Dex. Being in the military, I looked at my cabinet. I was like, oh, I got all this shit. So I'm like, it happens. It happens. This is a trying time right now, but at the same time, being you used to adapt and overcome. That's the motto, especially if you're a veteran. You're adapt and overcome. And also, it not only applies to veterans, it applies to people that's getting divorces. They adapt and overcome.
Oh, don't say that word.
What's Mr. Amazon? Him. He's adapting and overcome.
Man, look, that man ain't missed no meals. They talk about give up $60 billion. He laughed at it. That lets you know. You know what? That's what you call you have the shut the fuck up money. That's what it's called. Shut the fuck up.
Here,
money.
Take this. Shut the fuck up and go away.
I want to be at that point where if I go to something like that or trying time, I just want to have shut the fuck up money. Be like, here, take this money and shut the fuck up.
By the time we get there, but we gonna get there.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I want some shut the fuck up money. That's what I want. Because I want to give somebody some money and tell them to shut the fuck up. That's what I want.
Well, before we transition into the part 2, I want to let y'all know if anybody wants to, their comments to be heard, want to have a conversation, anything, you can always call in. Number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. That's 888-531-8305. PIN number is 50317. Lines will be open from the beginning of the show to the end. You can also find us up on Here, let me do that. You can find us on Facebook, Strictly Prohibited Network. You can find us on YouTube, Strictly Prohibited Network. Mad Mike, well, I ain't got to explain to you how to
I
find
don't
Mad
want
Mike.
y'all nowhere near my channel. Don't bring your ass on my channel. No. Stay y'all asses on Strictly Prohibited Network. Go to Strictly Prohibited Network.
Go to
all right?
Mad Mike.
Troll
the fuck out of here.
See how you do? I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna get you the big gold belt. You know how you get the big gold belt in WCW when they had the big gold belt? And I'm gonna get a nameplate, and I'm gonna put Mad Mike, the asshole. You gonna walk out. You gonna walk out that bitch like Goldberg and had the fireworks and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I also supposed to tell people that when it comes to our YouTube channel, it's Strictly Prohibited Network. We are going to be doing some things. Once we hit certain viewer count numbers, we're going to start doing giveaways. When we start getting our
Tell your people. We're going. That's coming really soon. So go ahead and share. Tell your people to share the YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook. We are on Twitter, but we prefer that you come to the Facebook page. So whatever you're comfortable with, we will be there. But man, go ahead. Don't be shy, man. Tell your people come chat. And I mean, you got foolishness. Look, we fools here. We say you can say whatever the hell you want to say in the chat. Just say whatever the hell you want to say. Just don't get out of line, because Dix might ban you. That's got a heavy hand, so you might want to just.
Yeah, Facebook been learning about that one.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
They dragged me out of retirement. My bad.
There y'all go. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But
when it comes to the YouTube channel, also once we hit our subscriber counts, we're gonna activate our giveaways. We're gonna start doing monetary things or gift cards, things of that nature. You know, once we get big enough, we're gonna start doing secret words and phrases, things of that nature. You know, watch our shows. One of the shows, you'll hear the secret phrase. You hear the secret phrase, comment, call in, do all that good stuff.
Don't bring your ass begging for shit. All right, your ass don't come begging.
Right.
Don't come begging, goddamn.
Hey, don't come with that Keith Sweat say why.
I mean, if you with some Keith Sweat back, nobody.
I might break out some Keith Sweat tonight after we get off the show and start winding up all through the party.
Why?
Don't make me do it, Dre. I'll do it to you.
Hey man, you know me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Oh Lord, I ain't gonna mess with you, man. I ain't gonna mess with you. But anyway, I'm saying, man.
With that being said, we're gonna swing on part 2.
Somebody get
Phil. I will not stop you right now.
I think he's talking about me because I started singing Keith Sweat. Hey Phil, you know I'll sing a whole song in here. I got a good amount of time. I'll start singing it here now. Don't tempt me. I will do it. Y'all will have a squall concert live on Breaking the Stigma. I will break out in a full concert. Y'all keep playing.
We can mute you, Dre. You know that, right?
That's all right. I'll just come back when y'all mute me and I'll just make my own broadcast.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't.
Hey, y'all know me. I'm hard-headed too.
I don't think he cares.
Thank you, Dex. Thank you, Dex. Y'all act like y'all like. I mean, y'all tell me what not to. That's kind of funny though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all know you don't care, Dre.
I do care a little bit. I got a little bit. I'm not heartless. I mean, I may not. Well, I learned from you. So I learned from you, brother.
I taught you.
4 P's in the pod. Well, 5 with Phil. That 5 P's in the pod. So
I'll figure that one out in a minute. But part 2.
Moving on.
To have some synchrony with our sister show, Champagne Conversations with Nikki, Dre, and Lynn. Oh, wait.
Why you say Dre?
Dre, yeah. Apparently Dre's in there.
I think about the last show. They had some fuckery going on.
Oh, let me stop. Okay, sorry.
You got this.
Why do we chase the bad bitch when we push the good woman away?
Because we're stupid.
Or we don't appreciate her when we
We're
got
stupid. Hey, we're stupid, man. You know, sometimes we fall for that big old booty.
Or little booties in my case.
Yeah, or the little booties. Yep, because I don't want to offend the little booty sisters out there because I don't want to get cussed out. So, but
don't offend the little booties. Don't offend the little booties, man.
But that's Mike's thing. Mike like the little booties. I'm more of I like the rotund. I like the stallions. I like those.
You made the sound of it.
Yeah, man. Every time they take a step, like plucker. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Wait.
Hey.
What? You just say plucker.
Every time I'm telling you, if you notice, in all the years of my life, whenever I see a woman with a big butt walk by, I just emphasize that noise. It's like plucker. I'm like, damn.
B. Jones says it's real the hunt, the challenge they present. I agree with that one too.
Yeah, but usually the bad ones aren't that much of a challenge, to be honest.
No, they really aren't.
They don't have the smarts.
They're pretty damn stupid. Most of the time, they're pretty freaking stupid. All right, let's just be honest.
Right. So I mean, and then
There's no brains to be bad.
But then, go ahead, Mike.
It's for me. It's simple. Like honestly, I've never really cared about what a woman looks like. I mean, not to say that I don't, I'm not attracted to a certain type, but for me, I always look deeper into any woman, to be honest. Like I said, you see a woman that you're attracted to, but if she's a fucking idiot, like what the fuck am I gonna talk about? Like her pussy all day? I don't want to talk about her ass or her pussy. I don't want to.
It gets boring. It really does. It gets boring.
I already hit it 20 times. I mean, that's what I'm gonna talk about all day. I mean, we ain't talk about housewives of Atlanta all day. Like, we gotta have a conversation. We gotta have something to talk about, man.
It's not Real Housewives. It's Black Ink, and I call it the lust in the shit pot of the scandalous empire. That's why I call it that.
And that's it. We gotta have something to talk about outside of just look, because sometimes you can have the baddest, most beautiful woman there is, and then you get tired of looking at her motherfucking face. You get tired of looking at my damn face, and what else do we have?
Especially now when we're quarantined. Especially
now.
This is for you two to be co-champs of.
What I do? No.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
I know, because we got network members going through it right now.
It's true. I mean, it's true right now. Like, I mean, trust me. Like, you can only talk about how big your ass is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love talking about it, but you can only talk about your ass for so long.
Real Housewives of Atlanta is that bad?
Then I'm gonna be like, bro, let's talk about your life. Let's talk about your life and what you want to do with your life in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your dreams? What's all that? Ooh. It's like Mike said. You hit it 20 times. You hit it 20 times, and then you're like, what else do you have to offer? Can you cook something? Can you like build a birdhouse?
Oh, she better have. She better.
Because don't get me wrong. I have no problem with cooking because it's my therapy, but. If you don't know how to cook hamburger helper, something's seriously wrong with you. Something is seriously wrong with you if you can't cook hamburger helper. Yes, I've dated a woman that could not cook hamburger helper. I left the house. She was like, do you put the beef in there with the water? I was like, I'm not gonna say it on air what I said to her, but it wasn't
you stupid bitch.
That's what I wanted to. I said that and some more stuff. I said some more stuff after that. I'm like, I'm like, you telling me you cannot? Cause I started cooking hamburger helper when I was like 19 years old, and you're like, you're a grown ass woman. You can't cook hamburger helper, like, shawty,
it's literally follow the goddamn instructions.
You know, I told her to read the box. She was like, well, I don't know if I should put the water in first or the beef. I was like, oh my god, get out my house, get out. Out.
That just hurts my head, man. Like, how are you that dumb?
You just made my dreads itch, man.
But look, I'm telling you, this is what men are dealing with right now in this quarantine. They finally finding out that they woman can't cook worth shit.
Oh, my woman's great. She's cooking right now. I can smell it.
Mine can cook. And see, the thing is mine not only cooks. Mine can cook and grill. I bake, but I can cook if I want to.
Well, I'll tell you,
I can grill if I want to.
Yeah.
But she tells me all the time, those are her peaceful places. That's where she goes to get away. So if you being in the kitchen, you being on the grill keeps you happy, then yeah, let's go to Walmart. Let's go get this pit boss that you want. I don't give a fuck if it costs $600. Here, let's get it. Let's roll. Because like somebody said on my picture, that's a great investment.
I wish I had $600.
Dre, don't you even? You better not. You better stop it. You better stop it. You better stop it.
Hey man,
sir,
I'm just saying.
Sir, the stock.
Anyway,
your company's stock has recovered. So don't give me that bullshit.
I know I just bought some, but anyway, we're not talking about that. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. But Brian brought up a good point I want to bring up too. He said a good woman will have substance to be about something. The other one will want to build for tomorrow. The other will want to live for today only. That's fact.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Something that I said on what was it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Thursday night.
Dex, I don't want to cut you off, but somebody kick Phil off the chat line. He getting on my nerves.
All right.
The hammer.
Nah, I ain't gonna block Phil because
Phil cool with me, man. He cool.
I ain't gonna block Phil. Nah, I can't do that. He's part of the network.
but it's true though. Like I mean, and I shared a post earlier today on my page, and I said I feel a lot of toes being stepped on because it was an actual woman who said that men should have standards. Men should have standards on what they want, and it doesn't get talked about because whenever a man says he wants standards in a woman, what he sees in a woman, we're called shallow or we're called chauvinistic.
But because they think they coochie is gonna get them the best man there is, and they ain't got to do much. Let's just be honest.
Right.
They really think so.
How they are.
I said it Thursday when the girls did their show. A lot of women want you to bring everything to the table, including the fucking table. What do you bring?
And they table from renter centers. That shit might get repoed.
They're not bringing the table. They just.
You know why? But you know why they're not bringing no table? Because renter center just picked that shit up and took it because they couldn't pay the bill.
I didn't say that. That was Drake.
Like I said, I am not responsible. Hey, look, I'm not responsible for what I said.
Take your belt.
But from my experience, he's absolutely right. There are some women out there. I'm not saying all women are like that.
Not all are like that.
Not all are like that. But there are some out there that feel that just because they got some good coochie, that's all they bring to the table. Like you're not gonna bring nothing else. Like that's all you got. Like and then 9 times out of 10, that good coochie is not really that good.
Nah, too sloppy.
It's not.
But that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. That might be on the next.
That's a whole nother story.
That might be on the next breaking the stigma. So
we going to it now.
So
let's go.
You trying to get us kicked off? You trying to get us kicked off? Is that what you want? Do you really want to open this Pandora's box?
Don't worry about it.
Do you want to really open this Pandora's box right now?
I'll pay that bill with the FCC. I'll be the champ.
I don't.
Play the song. The champ is here.
Who actually wants to start? I don't even know where to start because I know I'm very simplistic yet complicated. I'm like a mixtape that you don't like to hear, but when you put it in the tape player, it's absolute fire. That's all I'm saying.
So you're cheap on my
I mean, look, y'all know me for years and years and years, and y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I get down. Yeah, y'all know how I get down. I'm like even, and then I hit that spike, come down, even, hit that spike, come down. So, I mean,
and there's a lot less spikes than what it used to be.
Oh, 2019, I was in the valley because I had all kinds of spikes in 2019. I had all kinds of spikes.
2019, you was like a heart rate monitor.
Yeah, man. There was a couple times I almost flatlined because I was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like I said, me personally, what kind of man am I? Oof, man, I should have took notes. Me personally, with me, as much as everybody knows me pretty much in a nutshell. If you know me, I'm pretty much what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. But I have a few wrinkles in my fabric, so to say, that once you get to the point of knowing me, I'm pretty damn dope. No, not to I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty damn dope. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's I have my moments like everybody does. Everybody's human. Everybody has their moments. But
you pretty dope, black man. You're pretty dope, black man.
I mean, I am. I really think I am. Like, I mean, people talk to me when people talk to me.
You're an outstanding father, sir. You're an outstanding father.
Well, shit, that's not. I mean,
yeah,
I am. That's I wear. That's another thing I wear with a badge of honor, like my cheap status. But I will say this. Yes, I am cheap. But when I'm whenever I get a woman, she already knows that I'm gonna move out of the world. Like,
Dre's, look. Let me put out the disclaimer. I'll do this one.
Here you go.
When I'm not gonna drop his full government, but when that one up there in that top right corner is with somebody, he sets a standard that is hard to reach. Like, bow the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
damn. What about us ordinary niggas? We can't do that.
Yeah,
stop it.
It's true. It's really true because
Matt, don't let Matt is the same way. Don't let him fool you. Matt is the exact same way.
I know Mr. Woodchopper down there is the same way.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know.
No.
Yeah, damn lie. Don't believe him. He's a damn lie.
You may be the asshole out here on Facebook, but me and Dex and Mike have told me how you can set the bar too. So I mean,
yes, he can.
Matt does two things for people you don't. If you know him, he's an anchor for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the
like,
motherfucker will ball the fuck out for you. Like,
yeah, like I said,
I go hard for the people I love.
Yeah, if I don't know
how I ended up in that circle, but I'm in there, and I'm
and it has. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, I am very frugal with my money, but if I'm with that right person and she's doing right by me,
wait, hold up. I think our chat is out there singing Joe.
Nah, they singing mid condition. They got it wrong, Brian.
Squall team.
Come on, man. If you got to be on squad team, you got to know the song. Maggie and Nikki are singing mid condition, not Joe.
Well,
oh my gosh, man, good gracious. You heathens need to behave, okay? You heathens need to behave.
I think Brian was singing going the Joe route because one of my favorite songs from Joe is Good Girls. I love that song. And I will sing it. But I'm not going to sing it tonight, but I'm probably singing it. But with that being said, yes, I will move the world, and I will, like I said, and Dex and Mike and Mac tell you, they seen my splurge game, and it's official. They seen my splurge game.
His splurge game is retarded, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I told you we stayed with him for a week, right? He balled out on my kids, like what the fuck? Yeah. He was like, okay, look, y'all here. Take that futon for the dogs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you giving my dog shit? What the fuck?
Yeah, I gave because somebody out there in the universe told me to get rid of that. So I was like, I might as well just give it. And then, but the thing with me is, even with friends, it's not just with a relationship, it's just friends. If I have the means to help you, I'm gonna do that.
But that one right there. He tells all the time.
Yeah,
he knows if it was the reverse situation, and
I mean, don't get me, like I said, don't get me. This is, but I mean, and like I said, people call me cheap. I don't get offended by it because I know I live. What Charlamagne say: if you live your truth, nobody can use it against you. I know I'm cheap. I know I am.
But I also know that y'all three always got Me and my squad's back and vice versa.
Absolutely. Like if you would tell me right now, Dre, I need a favor, I would get in my truck and drive and just be like, fuck the virus and drive to Maricopa.
Yeah, Dre, we need your favor. Come eat, motherfucker.
That's already in the plan. Though, so, I mean, that's already in the plan. So we already talked about that.
I know we discussed,
but that's me. I'm the type of man like I said, me personally. Like yes, sometimes I have my moments. Sometimes I could be perceived as being, as Phil say, a bully. But at the same time, if you know me long enough, you stay around me long enough, you know what type of person I am. I'll give you my last if I had it.
Yeah, you have actually.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's mad time to
just
let the world know what type of.
Just say your asshole, then we'll move on to the next one.
Shit.
Matt is not very good at expressing his feelings. Okay.
Yes, you are. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do it.
Are you his managers?
Do it from a place of anger.
Yeah, I'll let Mike cut my promo for me.
Right. Is this are y'all Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman? Is Matt just gonna stand there with the belt and you gonna talk?
Look, man, I know Matt doesn't like. Matt really doesn't like to, toot his own horn.
Yep.
I'll say this for him. I'll say this for Matt.
The thing with Matt is Matt's too busy pulling everybody else's horn and pissing them off. Very cool.
Yeah.
Look,
and me personally, I laugh at it because I'm like, this is who he is. This is who he is.
That's who he is. I'll say this, man. And it's just honesty. I'll just say this, one of the first persons to ever truly believe in Mad Mike and Mad Mike Sports was Matt. Matt told me, and he will tell you if your shit is shit. He will come to you. He will say it is complete shit. And he was one of the first guys to just like, Mike, I see what you have. You can do it. And he never wavered. And Matt is a brutally honest. Oh my God! I've been complete. I've been a complete ass to a certain person just for no reason. Just at times I can be a bully. Matt will just come out of nowhere and just say, "Mike, man, stop being a fucking dick."
Back that up. You say it again. You haven't been away.
Hey, but that certain person, Duke, he deserves it at times. So I
think Duke has got the wrath from all of us. So
but honestly, man, Matt is just he's one of the most loyal persons that you would ever want to meet, and that's just. Honest, man. If you want the brutally honest truth and a loyal person, I couldn't think of anyone other than just Matt. He's always been there. He's never left my corner. I can tell you that honestly, man. He's never left my corner at any given time. So
it's funny. It's funny that the guy that's on the other side of the border is more faithful and more in your corner.
He'll say that. Oh, I already know he's going with it. Why is that, man? Why is it? Because you are what?
I'm Canadian, and Canadians are better than Americans.
Well, I mean, I will say this. I will say this though. Two of my favorite singers are from Canada, so I can't.
See, I told you.
Tamia and Deborah Cox are both from Canada, and they are two of my favorite singers. So.
Hey, man.
When you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. That's why, hopefully, when this, whatever Dex said, I'm just gonna call it the Rona. Hopefully, when this Rona's over, I'm gonna go up north and see my Canadian brothers.
I'm running to the border. Yeah. My ass will be in DC tomorrow.
I will be up there to see the Canadian brother and enjoy that Canadian wildlife.
The greenery.
Love it. Wait, what kind of green you talk about? You talk about collard green? Oh, okay.
It's oregano, son.
Yeah.
Oregano. That's what it is.
Get some of that basil and that thyme and that. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely coming up there this summer if the Rona is tightened up by then. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess who? I'm a simple guy. If I like you, I'll do everything for you. I'll have your back. If I don't like you, don't come near to me because I will kill you. Either verbally or whatever is needed.
And that's pretty much the truth. So
that's absolutely.
Yeah.
He's trained. He's like illegal in like 13 countries.
Hey man, them type of people you need. What Ving Rhames say on Pulp Fiction? You need a couple of hard pipe hitting and that's what Matt is. Matt is a hard pipe hitting motherfucker. You need them people on your team.
Hard pipe laying motherfuckers, but yeah.
Whatever. You know, I like to butcher up stuff. I still can't say a lot of things. We're not gonna get into that though. Y'all know how much you know.
We both are horrible at that.
Whatever. Anyway, but that's pretty much what
I am.
An asshole.
Very, very much so. Thank you. Has anybody ever seen like the yin and yang, that yin and yang black and white thing?
Yeah. The yin yang. Yeah.
For me, that's the mask that I wear. Like, for people that I don't know or that I don't like, I've been told I'm cold, I'm mean, I'm callous, unforgiving, unbearable, abrasive, violent, truculent, and dangerous. If I do like you, I've been told I'm honest, I'm caring, I'm loyal, overly goofy, and will break the rest of their body for you.
That's true, because there's been plenty of times where Dexter pulled me out the fire or kept me from going off the deep end. So yeah, it's you need people like that in your corner, man. You really do, because if you don't have, like I said, now you see what we're not. You know, I'm going to the sports tangent and then I'm coming back. You see what's going on with John Jones. You see what's going on with him.
Yeah.
That man can't get out his own way, and I think it's because of his circle. It's because of his circle.
I agree. I will say with Bones though, as much as everyone's like, man, hard to root for him, I'm gonna stick by him. However, I will say this: at least it wasn't blow this time.
Well, that we know about, at least.
Nah, it was alcohol. It's just alcohol this time.
That we know about.
Hey, that's the part of him not liking you. That's the part he's talking about. He does not like John Jones whatsoever.
I used to like John Jones, but then he screwed up too many times. I mean, I'll give a guy some chances. I kept giving him enough rope to hang himself, and he kept hanging himself. So, gotta let somebody go.
I'm kind of on Matt's side. Like, as much, he's a great fighter. But he's got some demons he got to deal with. He really does. He's got some demons to deal with,
fellas.
So,
we have a caller. Caller, state your name. You're on the air.
Hello.
Oh. Cocky little motherfucker today, aren't you?
Who is it?
Phil.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
Is he talking?
Yeah. What's going on, Phil?
We can't hear him.
I can't hear him.
Hello? Anybody there?
Is he like speaking sign language or something? Is he like doing sign language?
He's speaking Spanglish. He's speaking that Spanglish. That Spanglish. El Chapo Taco. El Chapo Taco. That's all I remember.
I hear something. Somebody singing something. Somebody with a song or something. Ringtone.
That was me. That's my mistake.
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. We're working through it though. It's all good. Now I can't hear Dex.
You're not supposed to be able to hear me.
Fucking guy here.
I changed my settings mid-show. Now I don't fuck myself up.
No worries.
Yeah, what Phil was saying, which I got to figure out why it's kicking back, is that he's the type of person to where when he decides he's giving his all, he's giving his all. He's pretty much a combination of all of us.
That's why he's number 5. You know, even though he kind of gets on us for being old, but he will be there one day.
He is old. He already broke 30.
Yeah, he's old now.
He's old now. He's old. Yeah. And he got bad knees. He might as well go ahead and join the club.
He got bad knees too.
He got bad knees too. Yep. So he already joined the club already. So I mean,
he's 30, so he's old and don't know it yet.
Right. Oh. His knees gonna remind him. Trust me, because my knees remind me every day when I try to do something I'm not supposed to do. So, but I'm still gonna try to dunk a basketball. Though.
And that's some shit you ain't supposed to do.
See if I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do it.
Now, why would you do that?
What?
Why would you do that? Why would you try to dunk a basketball?
See if I still got it. You know. See if I still got it.
See if you still got.
Don't do it.
Hey man, look. Let me tell you something. When I saw Chris Paul dunk in the All-Star game, that gave me hope. It did. Y'all ain't see Chris Paul dunk in the All-Star game? That gave me hope.
He dunked twice in the All-Star game, and yeah, I saw it.
And one was on the alley-oop too. Come on, man. That gave me hope, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
no, man.
I'm not
maybe if we lower the hoop a little bit, you'll be able to do it.
I think I can still get up on 12. I'm not gonna record it though. So if y'all see me laid up in the hospital, you know what?
How does this sound, Dre? We'll put it down to 8 and we'll let you work your way up.
Yeah, give me some practice. Because I think I only got 3 good jumps. So no, because if I get 8, 10, and I probably won't be able to do it. So somebody get Phil. He's a killjoy. He's crushing my dreams. Talking about keyword Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul. He's old like me. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all of us in a nutshell, man. I mean, everybody in my circle has a different quality. I think that's why we kind of off each other a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just how we are.
I mean, for me, man, I'm not a very good person. When you first meet me, but after, like I said, I'm not easy to understand in the beginning because I have, like Matt, I kind of have a dark type of humor that just offends everyone. I laugh at a lot of things that people don't find funny, and it rubs everyone the wrong way. So, like, I'm not an easy person to get along with. If you understand who I am, then you kind of understand my type of humor, and I just don't take a lot of things seriously. I think that's another thing, that I don't take a lot of things seriously. So I'm just like in a I don't really give a fuck mode. Like, you know, COVID-19. I'm like, okay, fuck COVID-19. Like, you know, that's the way I think. And like I said, I'm a good person when you get to know me, but that you got to get over that hump, man. You got to get over that mountain before you even get close to me, man.
Yeah,
I don't
because the first time me and Mike met, we argued for 3 hours.
Oh
yeah. I think the first time I met Mike was an argument.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's how me and Matt met, because we argued about Floyd Mayweather. So yeah, I think the only one I didn't argue with was Dex, but Mike and Matt and Phil, to some degree, we all met through arguing, and then we became, like I said, the best of buds, man. You know, family. That's what happens though. Like brothers, we fight.
I think me and Dre met. It was a sports group. We linked up because we both were for Columbus.
Yeah.
Now, me and Mike, argument.
Yeah.
Me and
Matt,
me and Matt met because of me and Mike's argument.
Matter of fact, I recall when me and Mike argued about The Rock. That's what we argued about for 3 hours. Because it was The Rock and Undertaker who was the better wrestler, and we argued for 3 straight hours about that. And then the next day we was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And then the rest is history. And then Matt was talking about Floyd Mayweather, so I had to jump in and I had to get my punches in. He got his punches in, and then he was like, "Hey, friend request, cool." And then rest is history. So, I mean, but that's how you meet your people, because you know why? Those people like that, it's always healthy to disagree. So when you have people like that could disagree and they become cool after that, you need people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You need people like that. So I didn't know that at the time, but now I know, because especially now with people falling out and people kind of, having, their differences exposed now with this whole Rona, you got to have people like that. So.
Oh, look, the topic changed.
Oh, look at that.
So,
why do we want our group? Because
as men folk.
We're stupid.
What Matt said. What you say last time? We're what?
We're stupid.
Stupid.
We are dumb. We never grow out of that phase. Like, when you're a kid and you have to touch the hot stove to know it's hot. We don't grow out of that. We don't. We're always like that. Men are stupid.
Yeah, when your mom said don't touch the stove and your dumb ass want to touch the stove and you get burnt, that's how we are. It's like I said, when we when I was younger in my Navy days, I always fell for the light-skinned girl with the big booty, and I couldn't get out my own way. So I mean, it was, I kept putting my hand to the stove, and then eventually I had to take my hand from the stove, because I mean, as much as I like that, that's my preference. It wasn't good for me, because some of them girls I was messing with, they wasn't all there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Brian said, we're creatures of habit.
Okay.
We're creatures of habit. We
thought I lost myself.
We know what we want. It's like you said. Well, how the saying go? Breaking old habits is hard to do. It's real hard to do.
Oh, because we break up to make up. That Al Green up in his thing. Why?
Yeah, it was some good making up, but boy, it was terrible after that.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm just hard headed as hell. I'm just hard headed as hell. You can't tell me shit.
Oh, that's what happened. So
I was hard headed, and then I cracked my skull.
How about?
Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man.
You really go ahead and put it out there.
You really have to grow up. You really have to grow up.
Yeah. So the federal government has extended the social distancing guidelines to the end of April. So fuck Easter.
I'm not worried about Easter. I can do 420 on my own. Like shit.
True.
Look, y'all can stop running, man. Look what your brother did. Look what Phil said. Big romps, orange juice, extra poke. Can't lie.
Orange Cassidy in this bitch.
Hey.
But I think a lot of men, and I'm guilty too, we go after things that it's not good for us because we like challenges. That's why a lot of guys, we buy we buy old muscle cars that need to be restored, or if you're like me, you tinker with computers that are broken and need to be rebuilt. You know, it's just because it gives us something to do. It for us, it's a challenge of, can I make her better than what she was? The same thing girls do to us. We trying to, okay, she cute. She cute. She got a fat ass, but she got a shitty attitude. Maybe if I take her, I can make that attitude not so shitty. Maybe if
you can't.
Maybe if she finally meets a guy who ain't gonna take that shit, she'll get better.
But that's where you mess up. You can't change a person, regardless of how they look and what that. You can't change a person.
Of course, we know that. We've learned that, but that's what we do. That's.
But for if a woman has, I've been guilty. If a woman has a big ass booty, I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah,
I'm willing to take that risk.
And another problem is that the way we were raised is command and conquer.
Pretty much, we're like men are hunters by nature, so we're gonna go after what we want.
So we see we see that fine ass chick. We know she ain't good for us. We know that the stove. We know the chick. We know the chick that's a good chick that we should probably be talking to.
You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Family Matters when Steve was trying to chase after Laura, but then he had
Myra.
Woo,
Lord.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if it was me personally,
love me some Myra, goddammit.
I love me some Myra. Boy, that was one of my crushes. Like it was her at that time. It was her and Topanga. That was my two right there.
Topanga Lawrence, boy, you don't know about no goddamn Topanga, boy.
You sorry? Hey, boy, look, let me tell you, Wednesday night.
I just restarted watching that show.
Yeah, Wednesday night at was it Friday? TGIF when the TGIF Family Matters, Myra, and then Topanga right after that. I was good. 8:30.
Oh yeah.
I watch all the time. Never miss it,
man. Between Topanga Lawrence and Myra Boutros Monkhouse.
But that's what it was.
Kid me didn't know what to do with himself. He's like, "What is this feeling? I like it."
but that's a good example because even though Steve had a good chick, she was ride or die. She loved him for what he was. He still was chasing this dream that was Laura. I mean, eventually he got her at the end, but
he had to change who he was to Stefan.
He had to become Stefan.
He had to become Stefan. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have to go to that certain length to get a person to notice you, something's wrong. Because I'm telling you right now, me personally,
I think you just missed that lesson you just dropped on us. He didn't change her; she made him change for her.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing about it, though. It's a catch-22. I'm
gonna pass you collection plate on next week when you get here, bro. I got you, bro.
It's a catch-22 because yes, he did change for her, but at the same time, you got a woman that loves you for you, everything, your flaws and all.
You're the Myra, bro. I'm telling you the truth.
And that's real life. That's real life, and that applies to real life. If you got a woman out there that loves you for you, or a man that loves you for you through all your flaws, why are you up here trying to chase a dream that you're never going to catch? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but at the same time, you're gonna like what you like. So if Steve had his heart set that he was gonna be with her, you can't really change that. Regardless of how all of us feel that we felt that he should have been with her, that was how he felt. And I think that's what people miss. They miss the part that when people want what they want, you can't really stop them unless they change their thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why Corey and Topanga had a better relationship.
Trust me, if it was me personally in real life, if I was Steve and I had Myra, man, look, see, we would have had a starting five with a 6-man fucking with me.
He did it. Starting five with
a 6-man. I'm telling you, somebody coming off the bench, but I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but that's how it is. It's just like people gonna change for who they want to. It's just like you're gonna love who you love. You can't if somebody's in love with somebody, and you can do all you can. You can buy them all these gifts. You can treat them good. You can give them the time and quality time all they want. If they're fixated on something else, you're just wasting your time. You really are. You're wasting your time. You really are. So I mean, that's why I said it all goes back to what I said earlier. Figure out that person's intention from the jump, so you won't, like Mike said, figure out that person's intention from the jump, so you won't go in and you don't have to go in expecting nothing, so you won't be hurt at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so last topic for tonight. Since we've been chasing bad bitches that we probably ain't gonna get, and we
I'm still trying to chase.
Well, you hush. You work for Intel. You give it whatever you want.
No, I'm just saying,
we ain't trying to hit that.
I mean, she did retweet my tweet, so I kind of feel what I'm saying. I'm kind of.
She don't retweet a few of your tweets, sir. I'm just saying. We ain't gonna talk about that.
I don't know, because Brian, Brian might try to
haters. You got haters in chat, sir. Hush.
Yeah, Brian might chop me in the throat, so I'm gonna be quiet.
But with us chasing things we don't need or want, or we shouldn't want, but we don't need it. We chasing these bad chicks that ain't got no good for us. We hear the word no a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Us four as well-rounded individuals. Okay, we ain't well-rounded. We all kind of asshole-ish, but we do also understand what no means. How do y'all feel about today's generation or the current goings on in society when people get told no, they start acting way out of pocket? And Brian, no, that's not your future ex-wife, sir. I'm sorry. That ain't gonna happen.
That's why I was laughing at. Brian,
I will not let that be your future ex-wife, sir. I will pound the ground to make sure Dre gets that one right there, sir.
Nah. I told Brian he had it.
I ain't trying to go to hell. I know somebody who'll kill me if I help them.
I told Brian. I said if we could switch places that one night where I saw her, I would have when I saw her. So.
Well, so how do y'all feel about when you see a lot of people be told no and they end up doing dumb things like shooting up schools and
cowards. Yeah, cowards. And it all starts with your upbringing, especially now where you see a lot of these women getting killed for saying no or rebuffing a man's advances, and next thing you know, you read in the paper, they're shot, they're killed, or strangled, or whatever. I think it starts with the upbringing, and we always talked about it with the whole upbringing, with the as far as the let's see, let me see. It was enablers. You know how we are. We always tell each other no. We always tell each other, hey, you need, like I said, Mike, Matt, and Dets have checked me on a lot of shit. So
that's our job, bro.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it.
If I consider you a brother, it's my job to be your keeper. I'm supposed to tell you no when you need to be told no. I'm supposed to help you get to where you're trying to get to, and then you trying to get there. If you do dumb shit, it's my job to put my foot in your ass. Is that clear, dummy?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing with some of these people, because, like I said, it all goes back to what I said about John Jones. You got people in your camp that are enabling you or not telling you no. Now you get to this point where if somebody does tell you no, you don't know how to handle it.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of these women out here, and I feel sorry for these women out here. Like from a man's point of view, I feel sorry for women nowadays because they don't know what to do when they're approached by a man, knowing they don't want anything to do with them, but they're scared to say anything because they don't want nothing to happen to them. It's like I read, y'all read that story about the guy that followed the chick to a car and killed her because she was like, "Hey man, I don't want to talk to you," so he strangled her. I think it comes from feeling entitled, a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
Well,
I think.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
I was agreeing with her. That's
okay.
I think it comes from entitlement, and I don't want to say toxic masculinity because I don't really believe in that. I just think that
it's toxic masculinity.
Well, I mean, the way that people talk about it, they make it seem like having masculinity is wrong, which is not. No. You just need to know how to have a balance with it, because that's what makes you, as part of growing up from a teenager to a young man to an adult. You have to have that. It's just the fact of the matter is sometimes we can take it too far, especially if you have a sociopathic narcissist that is pretty much told what he can do, and then you meet that person that kind of tells him no, that just shatters their whole psyche. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have a lot of women out here that don't really go out. I mean, we don't go out now, but they don't really go out now because they don't want to get accosted or approached by a man and get paid the price for it. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Mike. I know you wanted to say something.
Man, I totally forgot what the fuck I was about to say. So
my bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
Hey man, I totally forgot. It was just that quick. I don't know what the hell I was. My bad.
I mean,
hey man, but it'll come back to me in a second.
Well, if it does, just, you can but it's just the fact of the matter is that you have to say no in certain parts of it, and then it not only goes with relationship wise, it also goes in your life. Because me growing up, I had a very hard time saying no because I wanted to please everybody. And at the end, I was miserable because everybody else was happy, but I was sitting here like, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So with the help of therapy, I'm starting to say no a lot. I'm starting to say fuck no a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you have to say no because if you're always used to somebody telling you yes, 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 you're gonna go down a very dangerous path. You know what I'm saying? Like another example, my guy, Floyd. Floyd, I'm pretty sure Floyd has never been told no ever. No. And when it was met with no, you see how he gets when he get told no. Yes, he's my favorite fighter, but at the same time, I don't condone his actions either. Some of the stuff he does.
Oh, he throws a tantrum, basically.
He's like a 6-year-old kid. I mean, he pretty much wants to have his way all the time. And when you're worth that certain amount of money, you're not going to have a lot of people that are going to resent you because they don't want to miss out on that check. So, and same way.
That's why I need to meet him.
I do too. I'll take the check and still tell him go fuck himself.
Oh yeah, I'll take that money and then tell him what I think of him.
Right, exactly. But you need people like that. You need people like that to tell you no, because if you don't, you'll go down a very dangerous path. You really will. You'll go down a dangerous path. That's why I appreciate the people in my circle that tell me, "Hey, man, you fucking up."
You're welcome.
Well,
that's all y'all. That's all y'all. That's Kim. That's Nikki. That's LaDonna. All y'all have told me no once before. So I mean, it happens. I think even Maggie. Maggie put a couple no's in there for me too. I said some stuff. She was like, "That's not how it works, bro."
Oh yeah, we do that a lot. Yeah, but
all the time. Personally, I think honestly, when it comes down to it, it's just a lot of. First, it's not masculinity whatsoever. It has nothing to do with masculinity. It has nothing to do with being a man. You're basically a child, and if you can't take no for an answer, that's what you are. And a lot of kids today, it comes from the mentality, and I'm just going to be honest. It just comes from the media, because the media has set a precedent that if you complain and bitch and moan about something that you don't like, let's just say, a certain certain group of people don't like what this person said, and now you're in a damn courtroom because he called me a name, this type of stuff. So a lot of this is the media's fault, because when you look at it, parents are raising these kids right. But when you have media and you have these superstars who complain, it's society, but I think it's bigger. When you look at TV,
it's a society-driven media. Media is going to feed off the hysteria. You see how it's going on now with coronavirus.
It is, and when I say that, because when you look at it, man, it's not many responsible TV shows. Heroes that speak positive. Mike stood for, he wanted you to work hard at your craft and do it to the best of your ability and be an honorable person. You look at guys like shows that we were just saying, Family Matters, Boy Meets World, those Cosby shows, those are positive influences on our life. And now, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, man. We got shit like I love the show, I love it. But we got shit like Power On. We got shit like what's
Black
the other
Ink,
show?
Black
Ink Crew, and it shows you the most.
Yeah.
It shows you the most negative stereotype of it, like every single ethnicity there is. You have white, Asian, black, and it's
reality
just showing
TV.
all the negative, and it's reality TV. So a lot of this, what's going on TV is, I mean, what's going on in society is media driven. If we change how things are because let's be honest. We're driven by the people that we see on TV. Matt loves Larry Bird. I love Scottie Pippen. I love these I love these guys. You know what I'm saying? We're driven by our idols. I was driven by Mike Tyson. I was driven by Ali. They don't have heroes that are respectable. And when you don't have heroes that are respectable, guess what? You're gonna act like 6ix9ine. You're gonna act like little whatever his name is. Little crazy boy from Florida. No, the little crazy boy from Florida who got locked up.
Kodak Black.
You're gonna behave like these types. So we are driven by our heroes. We're driven by our parents. You know, and it's really that simple, man. We just gotta do a better job of putting the people who stand for something at a pedestal. Not motherfuckers like 45 who are just complete assholes, all right? Complete assholes, and they stand for absolute nothing but narcissism. Can't have that. We got to do a better job of putting our heroes and the good people like, you know, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, all these guys who actually stand for something. Stand for something and stop idolizing these pieces of shit, all right? Stop idolizing pieces of shit. That's what it all comes down to, man.
Yeah. Dex.
It's a lot. It does have something to do with toxic masculinity. It has a lot to do with I think it has a lot to do with parenting as well, because especially these boys, which a lot of them are doing something, is the boys, you know, most of them are being raised to where, you know, take what you want no matter what.
And not being told no.
Yeah. And the ones that are being told no, they weren't raised like we were raised. Mm-hmm. Kids nowadays hear no, they throw a tantrum and they end up getting what they want. Or they acted ass in the store, and you know,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I acted up in the store, Gloria will.
Oh, backhand of God, man!
I'm
gonna tell y'all a story. I acted up in the store once, and I got beat in the aisle with everything that was on the aisle. My mama whooped my ass.
What old boy say from 85 South Show? What she hit you with? Everything.
Yeah.
The rule in my mama and my grandmama's houses were, they will beat me with anything that was not nailed down to the floor. Like, I pissed my grandma off one day, and I swear I think she threw the couch at me. Like, how the hell this old
whatever's in reach, man.
I only acted up one time in the store.
Never again.
And that was the absolute last time.
Never again. Right.
Last time.
Like I still have bumps and bruises. Like
I still, my shoulder still tingling when she gave me the pinch of death.
Mm-hmm.
When she take that and she turned it, the pinch of death.
My grandparents and my mother took turns raising me because my mother was in the military, and they all had this death stare to where your soul left your body when they looked at you. Like
it wasn't even the death store. It'd be like this. They'll get the death store. They'll be like.
Yeah. Did she just say she gonna whip my ass behind the school at 3:00? What the fuck?
She got so good when she don't even move her teeth. She be like,
and you better know what the fuck you're saying too. Like
I'm telling you, I still feel, man. I tell you that pinch that me be like this. Cause you can't cry, you can't scream because it's so painful that you can't say nothing. You know.
And then they question you why they whooping you.
Right. And they had the nerve. My mom had the nerve to say, "I'm whooping you because I love you." I'm like, "Well, mom, stop whooping me then."
you ever get the whooping and get questioned why you getting a whooping? Like,
Yeah.
So you're not gonna cry? So what the fuck you crying for? You want me to give you something else? Wait,
don't grab and don't grab the belt. Don't grab the belt because that's
so you think
that's the worst thing you want to do. That's the absolute worst.
Because I was reflex because I was trying to block and the belt actually went in my hand and my mom went into like fucking the 4 horsemen.
Oh, she went demon mode on your ass.
Yeah.
Like, so you think you grown? Oh, okay.
She like, we gonna do this today? We gonna do this today? And man, like Phil said, boy, that nap after the good ass whooping, man, that was the best nap in your life.
Yeah, unless you had grandparents like mine let you think everything's okay and beat your ass out your nap. You like, oh goddamn, what the fuck is going on around here?
I hated those. See, I'd rather get my whooping now than wait till you get into bed after you take that shower and you all moist and everything, and then they come in with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say I caught one fresh out the shower.
Yeah,
like full naked. I'm like, but grandma, I'm naked. Boy, I had your goddamn mom. I don't seen that shit before. Oh shit. Everything from here down just red and welted up. And you like,
I grew up in
I ain't trying that woman no more ever.
A dual military household. Both my parents were in the military. So yeah, if those walls could talk at Tulia Court in Columbus, Georgia, it would tell you a lot of stories. Cause
man, if the walls could talk in my grandparents or my mama's house, you would have heard the word no a lot. And how that turned out for me, I'm okay with not getting things when I want it. I'm okay. I'm okay with taking my time and earning things because I didn't get instant gratification. That I can play RPGs and have to work 30 hours to build myself up to go beat a boss instead of walking in and just being overpowered. Because in real life, I'm used to not having to get everything exactly when I wanted it. I got it when I needed it, but just because I wanted it wasn't the reason why my mama.
See how long, hey, look, and Matt's gonna laugh at me when I see this. Mike might laugh at me too. You see how long it took me to get that PS4?
See, no. That's a whole nother story.
7 years.
This is the thing though. The old me would have been like, I gotta get it now. Just like when the PS2 dropped, I was like, I gotta get it now. With the PS4, I was like, well, my PS3 still work. I can still play it. So you know what I'm saying?
It took you 7 years. I'm proud of you.
But it just goes on what you said though, that I didn't need that instant gratification then. That's why a lot of these kids, because my son knows, I tell him like, he'd be like, Dad, can I get this? I'll be like, we'll talk about it, but right now it's not the best time to get it. Yeah,
I tell my kids all the time.
Yeah,
you ask me for something, state your case.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed, but then eventually he'll be like, he'll understand it. Then when I explain to him why, I mean, he gets it. Most kids don't. It's like you said, they'll throw a tantrum. They'll throw a tantrum till they get their way. I've seen that happen. And I'm like, you not gonna whoop your kid's ass? Like, do you want me to Hogan leg drop him or something? Like, come on, like, you want me to do a Macho Man elbow from the top rope? I could do it. I mean, I might be hurt after that, but come on. I mean, I think that's a lot. I think a lot of parents want to be their children's friend instead of being a parent.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, that time has come. We've reached the end.
This was pretty good. Man. I had a good time, man. I really did.
Let's drop our last words, or as we would say on Red Cup Rants, our parting shots. And
Phil, you never had a fresh shot to shower ass whooping. Be grateful because those shits hurt.
Yeah,
they hurt.
Especially if you had a parent or grandparent who could not find their belt at the time. So I got beat. I got beat once with an extension cord and once with a fly swatter.
You know what? I got beat with my own towel that I used to wash my ass with.
Like, you know how we used to play and you hear things.
This is what I got. No, I got this. I got punched in the face if it couldn't find anything.
I ain't get one of those until I was about 16 when I thought I was smelling myself. My dad reminded me real quick when he hit me in the chest, and I felt my soul leave my body when he did it.
Yeah, I got punched twice. Once when I was 16 and once when I was 18. Yeah. Both times were to remind me that I ain't bigger than big.
All I know is don't ever talk back to your mother. when your dad is lurking in the shadows, because I made that mistake. And my dad is 6'8", so it was like that. It was like
hell no, I ain't fucking with the OG ever. Nah,
it was like
Saints for life, motherfucker. Nah, when I come around, that nope.
It was like the hand of God was coming down and it smited me. That's what it was. Like I didn't.
Oh, you were smoked. You got smoked.
Yeah, you didn't even see it.
I didn't even see it coming. I was popping my lip and all, and my mom was just sitting there with a grin on her face because she knew what was about to happen. She knew what was about to happen. All I saw was the hand of justice. Strong came around that corner. What they say, the shield, the hounds of justice. I saw the hand of justice, and it was too late. All I know is I woke up on the couch from one of them good ass naps, and my mom was like, "It's all right, baby. You want something to eat?" Because she knew what was about to happen. That's why
I learned one lesson growing up in the country is if your
grandparents
ever tell you to go pick your own switch, don't listen to me now.
Been there.
D-O-N-apostrophe-T. Do not get the smallest thing you can see. Fine.
Nope. Do not get the smallest switch because the smallest switch hurts. Because I made the mistake of getting the smallest switch, and my grandmother, bless her soul, she made that shit work, and it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. My grandma said, "Oh, since you want to be an ass, I'm gonna show you an ass." She went outside, picked 3 of them motherfuckers, soaked them in water, tied them bitches together, and beat me like a slave that ran away.
Hey, get your boy Phil. Get your. Yeah. This is it.
I agree with you. I agree with Spill. That ain't it, Chief. You trying to catch us, get us you trying to get us the skibbity paps and crammed at the same.
But you know the crazy thing about it is I'm the shortest one because my dad's 6'8", my brother's 6'4", and I'm 6'2".
Yeah, 6'1". Me and you the same. I think.
And then my mom is 5'4", but my sister's 5'8".
What, Dre? We the same height? What, I believe. Yeah.
I'm like 6'1.5", 6'2". My brother's 6'4", and my dad's 6'8".
Yeah. Well, fellas, let's give our last words and wrap this bad boy up. We about to knock on the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Whoever want to go first.
My last words are I'm hungry.
I know Sarah's got the food ready for you, man. So I know it's time for you to go. So we're not gonna hold you long because I know you're ready to eat. So
yeah.
I'll say this:
honey chicken, fried rice, white rice, and egg rolls. So
hey, man, ain't nobody talking about food. I haven't eaten.
Daddy's hungry, so we talking about food.
I might get fussed at later, but I made a bacon cheeseburger. I might get fussed at later for doing that.
You about to get fussed at right about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If it's not on the chat line, I'm probably getting a call soon or a text saying, "Motherfucker."
No. What she's gonna do is she's gonna pick at you once you hit her up, talking about everything hurt like last time.
Yeah, that's true. But like you said, since I ain't got no spam, I had to eat the next best thing.
Oh my God.
But go ahead, man. I don't want to hold you because I know you gotta go eat. So if you ain't got nothing, if you done with what you're saying, then Mike can go next after that. So
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, if you want to go say what you said, I think you pretty much said it earlier. So unless you want to add anything else,
just be patient, and just do whatever you feel is right, man. I don't think a lot of people follow their hearts on a lot of things. They follow their emotions, and you got to follow your heart. I think that's the main issue. Just everything in life. So leave that bullshit. Just like that, bullshit is bullshit, and whatever bullshit is bullshit, bullshit is bullshit. Know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is bullshit, right?
Bullshit
is a whole lot of bullshit.
Well, I'm not.
Apparently, that's his favorite word. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
But I'm not gonna hold long because I know we gotta go. Only thing I gotta say is that take whatever we said tonight. Yes, we did a lot of laughing. We did a lot of BSing and reminiscing and stuff. But it was a lot of jewels dropped tonight between us four. So the only thing I can say that take it for what it's worth from what you know. I'm always learning from these guys. At my age, I'm about to be 40 in a couple months. So you always got to take. Well, shit, we can't go nowhere. Fucking Rona keep acting up.
Damn, you're right.
But I always
so
take
party
it.
at my house. All right.
So somebody pay the rent, so Runner will go away.
Yeah, you got the grill. I can bring the food if you got the grill. I can bring the food. So
We got you.
yeah, but you know, I always learn everything from these guys, Matt, Mike, and Dex. I'm always learning something. Like I always take everything and even Phil, Kimberly, Nikki, Ladonna, Maggie. I always learn something from these guys. That's one thing about me. If you are willing to, give the game to me, I'ma listen. If it's not nothing dumb or stupid, I'ma listen because you never know when that could come in handy down the road. You always got to have somebody that's gonna, like I said, we're not a bunch of yes men here. We're gonna tell you how we feel about certain things, and if you can't take that heat with your friends, you need to reevaluate yourself. You need to really do that because if you don't, you're gonna be like John Jones and Floyd Mayweather. You're gonna be out here throwing these tantrums, and you're gonna catch somebody on the right day, and they're gonna be like, you know what?
This your last day.
That's your last, right? Exactly. So I mean, just take it for what it's worth tonight from all of us, and just keep it pushing. It's a very trying time right now. I know everybody's kind of walking around, kind of shook and stressed out, but
Yeah.
don't let it scare you from living your life. That's all I got to say. I'm good with that, so we're good.
Yeah. My last words are this. Even though most of the people that I know personally don't truly like what's going on in the world, hell, I don't really either. Take the precautions that they're advising you to take. Take this thing seriously because as you see, it's starting to take out more and more people. These numbers are skyrocketing because well, you got generation XYZ XZ having spring break in Florida now it come out like damn near 90%
Oh,
of them got shit. So,
it don't even have to be Gen Z. I sure them folks in New Orleans that was second liner, they wasn't Gen Z. They were older like us.
yeah, and as I was telling people, I was trying to tell people, it's not that it can mess you up. We're healthy enough; we'll be okay, but we won't show symptoms. We'll still have it, and we'll be don't pass it off to Meemaw. Old Pop don't got it. Uncle Rufus with the bad kidney.
Or even
They don't.
or even kids that have like
Mhm.
like sickle cell or
Right.
leukemia, any kind of some you
They,
got.
they they don't have the immune system where they can fight it. So now you wondering why my grandma died, why my grandfather died, my uncle, my niece, my nephew, why'd they die? Because your dumbass went into spring break and decided that this shit ain't gonna stop you. Well, it didn't stop you, but it stopped everyone around you.
Yeah.
That and my other last word is cancel WrestleMania. It ain't the same without fans. We out this bitch.
We'll probably talk. I do want to say this before we leave. For anybody out there that's listening to us, that's on the front lines, like the nurses and the doctors and all that, we salute y'all. The Walmart,
yeah, we got love for you.
Yeah, the Walmart
Nurses,
workers,
doctors, grocery store people.
yeah,
Hell, even the fast food restaurant workers.
Everybody's out there that has to go to work and have to deal with this on the front lines, man. We salute.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I got to go for overtime Monday. So I mean,
unfortunately, Kim can't go to work because of her injury. She won't be medically cleared for what they say, babe, about 4 months. 4 months.
So this is when it's real. Intel's very stingy with overtime. So when they out there telling you, hey, can you come work overtime? It's real.
Yeah. So, and I want everyone to, if you can, take the precautions now. Yeah. Financial precautions, because
wash the ass.
Yeah, that too. Take the precautions now because a recession is coming. If not a full-on depression, because there's been over 3 million people that filed for unemployment.
Yeah.
The market is getting ready to tank. It had actually tanked before Trump decided that money was more valuable than lives. So
that fucking guy.
What you gonna do when they run out of bailout money?
Yeah. Oh, and if you're an investor, it's a good time to buy stock. So I've been doing that.
So don't say we didn't warn you. And if you have anything technology wise, if things do tank, buy low, sell high, because technology is a sector that even though the rest of the market crashed, buy it wise low. It'll bounce back. Intel ain't going nowhere. AMD not going nowhere. Microsoft, Sony. Well, Sony actually may go somewhere if they keep fucking up. Microsoft owns Windows, so they ain't going nowhere. So you'll see Xbox forever. And Nintendo ain't going nowhere because the Switch actually saved them. So
yeah, I've been buying in Sony, Microsoft, Sony.
PS4 will be fine.
Yeah,
PS5 will be even better.
The PS4 and the PS5 are great systems, but it's actually costing them more money to make them.
I think that's why they canceled the View, because they need to put the money somewhere else. So yeah. But Phil said it was a blessing and a curse for the Rona, because you seeing how
the younger generation get to experience what we went through as kids without, you know.
Absolutely. So
stuff.
But all right, I'm good, man. So I know everybody's ready to eat. I know Matt's ready to eat.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go make this honey chicken, this white rice, this fried rice, and these egg rolls. You welcome to come get a plate.
Well, I can't go because I
know you got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and then plus I'm ready to sing. But I made some barbecue wings and
What you trying to sing now, man?
I don't know. I might just sing something, you know what I'm saying? So,
oh Lord.
But we're good, because we might as well go and end the broadcast before we keep talking.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my day's running together. Breaking the Stigma. This is Strictly Prohibited Network. We have a lineup of other shows. I'm not even gonna run them down. Just tune in to us. If you see us live, that means we live on Facebook and YouTube. We need you. We're trying to get y'all to come to our YouTube, because that's what we need you, or Twitch. But you feel free to watch us on Facebook too. Just know this show's here every week. Red Cup Rants here is every week. Champagne Conversations is there when they feel like it. B Jones will be here in the summer, winter, fall.
Hodgepodge as well.
Hodgepodge is usually here every week on Saturday. Other than that, we are Strictly Prohibited Network. We gonna give it to you with the cold on the bash truth, and we really don't give a fuck.
Not at all. 3 assholes, well, 4 or 5 assholes. So you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Right. I resent that.
You lying motherfucker. You made me
Mike, hey, don't let y'all look. Before we leave, don't let Mike fool you. He be singing too. Don't let Mike fool you. He be talking about me, but he be out there singing too. So.
Mike be squalling.
Yeah, I be singing shit like this. I don't love them all.
Word. So, but that's it, man. We good. So you want to link it up? We done, bro.
All right, we out of here.
Word.
Get the fuck out. Bye.